When I got to college my freshman year, days were long and nights even longer. As me and my friends adjusted to our new, long, busy schedules, we quickly realized that we were all developing different side effects that we didn't quite understand. According to Ronald B. Elder's Understanding Human Communication, men and women go through numerous biological cycles throughout every day. This means that our bodies are constantly having to adapt to countless biological changes, such as body temperatures, alertness, tolerance to stress, and mood swings. Having to deal with these changes daily can be overwhelming, and understanding how to control it and be able to communicate clearly can be even more intense. Today I will hopefully be creating a better understanding of how we can manage the chaos that goes on in our bodies. First, I'd like to start with what we can and can't control when it comes to the previous biological changes mentioned. Then we will go into how to manage and be able to communicate clearly and effectively through these challenges. Understanding the natural chaos our bodies go through every day can be very difficult, but also are extremely necessary. Looking back into Ronald B. Elder's Understanding Human Communication, our bodies go through enormous amounts of biological cycles that can really hinder the way that we function and even communicate. Throughout our bodies, we are unconsciously adapting to different cycles. Mood swings, for example, are very common when it comes to teenagers and young adults. This can make it very difficult when trying to react and communicate in a calm and collective way. Stress is a big topic that many people struggle with today. Everyone has stress in their life. However, sometimes too much stress can begin to affect things other than your mood. Being stressed can result in loss of patience, which can result in the outburst of emotions, making it difficult for someone to communicate clearly. We now listed all the difficult cycles we must learn to deal with every day. Now let's talk about some ways that we can manage these things and figure out ways we can work through the changes that we can't control. Now we will go into more detail on how to deal with the inevitable changes our bodies go through every day. These changes are something that every person will have to deal with. We just need to find a way to deal with them without being an emotional bomb. The first step to this is understanding that this is all natural and normal, and that you can still function like a normal adult or teenager and that any situation is thrown at you. Stress is something that everyone harbors within them. Some people have more stress than others, but for the most part, everyone deals with stress. Some ways that I have found to be helpful were to not fight the stress and to accept it. Understanding that stress is just going to be a part of your life and not letting it consume you is something that I personally have had to work on. Whenever I get too stressed out, some ways that help me to work through my stress is I either work out or sometimes I just let myself feel every emotion for 10 seconds. After the 10 seconds, I refocus on what I need to do, and then I keep going. Mood swings can be handled pretty much in the same way. I would say if you feel like you want to react in the way that seems crazy, you probably are. And you should take a step back. I found it extremely helpful when getting into disagreements with people to sometimes take a step back, pull your thoughts together, and come back to calmly and clearly communicate the issues. It can be hard to control at first, but in the end, it will be worth it. To recap everything, our bodies are incredible things that are so complex and hard to understand. Especially when you are feeling things you feel like you can't control, being able to understand and accept there are just some things that you can't control, like mood swings, stress, body temperature, and countless other things. But it is also important to realize that it is possible to work through your emotions and be able to function not like a crazy person. It's about learning what helps you to calm down, know what triggers you, and be able to think rationally through the chaos. It is all possible. Difficult for sure, but 100% possible. If you're willing to help yourself, you'll be able to change yourself.